You're live, I'm live, we're all live. Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I know I just did a black IPA a couple weeks ago, but I found another one. So I thought, I mean, these things are kind of rare these days. So this is Noir by Duclaw Brewing. They do the Sweet Baby Jesus peanut butter stouts. The only problem is this can. I don't know if you guys can be able to see this. It was canned on January 28th, I think. Yeah, January. So it's, what, 9 months old? Well, 8 months. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a little over 8 months old. What was the ABV on this? It was strong, but it wasn't too strong. I think it said 7 or 8. Where'd it go? Should probably have this ready to go when I start doing the show. I heard 7, right in the middle of the label there. 7% in IBUs. Alright, so as always, the foam did come up to the top of the glass. I mean, it looks black on camera. Coming out of the bottle or the can, it's like, you know, pretty deep brown. Look pretty well filtered. Ah, yes, this is classic old school 2010 black IPA. Huge pine, some chocolate. Yeah, just those classic. I don't know when black IPAs first came out. They were called Cascadian Dark Ales because they used Cascade hops exclusively. But a lot of people said that was stupid to just, you know, call a beer by the hops that it uses. So, I mean, you can use any hop you want in a black IPA according to the specs. Where are they? 2021 specs. I don't think they changed anything as far as that. I think this whole 2021 edition is kind of pointless. They only added one thing, it was straight sour. Alright, black IPA. A beer with the dryness, hop-forward balance, and flavor characteristics of an IPA, but darker in color. Darker malts added gentle and supportive flavor, non-strongly roasted or burnt character. Aroma, moderate to high hop aroma, often with stone fruit, tropical, citrusy, resinous behind berry or melon character, very low to moderate malt, possibly with light chocolate, coffee, or toast notes, as well as background caramel sweetness. Clean fermentation profile, but light ester is acceptable. I didn't get caramel on here. Nah, you get more chocolate. It's kind of like a Guinness type, that classic kind of just standard stout kind of aroma, but with huge resiny, piney hops on here. So it's been 3 minutes. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. For such an old can, it doesn't taste old at all. It tastes pretty fresh, especially that hoppy sensation. I mean, like I said on the aroma, huge pine and resin. Same thing in the flavor. Yeah, and the malt base is, like I just said, it's kind of like a Guinness type. It's almost like a dry stout type of a base on here. Like it's like a background of chocolate, definitely some coffee, like just straight up black coffee, but not like super intensely roasted. You know, not like a French roast, more like a breakfast blend or something. It does finish with like a bit of a sweetness. So yeah, I mean, it's not like super bready malt or anything, but yeah, the base does kind of strike me as, you know, I'm saying like the flavors of a dry stout, but maybe like a export stout or something. Has that kind of black licorice kind of character going. But it does drink like an IPA, I will say. Just big citrus. I can taste citrus more, especially orange. Up front is a little citrusy, and then towards the back and on the finish, just sticky pine sap and resin. It's like licking a pine tree. Does have like leave a little bit of like a chocolate aftertaste, and maybe I could see what they're going for when they said caramel in here. Oh, let me so you guys can see the brownness of it. Yeah, see? It's almost like, it's a real deep amber. I was gonna say like maple syrup or something, but yeah, I don't know if because it looks black on camera, but it's just a super deep brown. Let's grab these specs on here. Medium, low to high hop flavor, same descriptors as aroma, low to medium malt flavor, with restrained chocolate or coffee notes, but not burnt or ashy. I agree, yeah. The roasted notes should not clash with the hops. Light caramel or toffee optional. Medium high to very high bitterness. Yeah, I would probably call the bitterness on this one. Yeah, medium high. I mean, also the can is 8 months old, so might have lost some IBUs. I don't really get oxidation though. Well, real subtle. Little, lemon lollipop or something. But it seems to, it's not upstaging, it's not distracting the base palate here. Where was I? Light caramel and toffee optional, medium high to very high bitterness, dry to slightly off, dry finish. Yeah, like an Irish dry stout, like I was saying before. With a bitter but not harsh aftertaste, often with a light roast flavor that can contribute to the dry impression. Yeah. Low to moderate esters optional, background alcohol flavor optional. Yeah, I definitely don't get booze on this one. It's only 7%. Like right in that gray area there between like, a strong beer and like an imperial. It's like anything under 4.5 is like a session beer, and then 4.5 to, I guess you could say 7 is like a table beer, or, well, let's say 4.5 to 5. I don't know. It depends how you define it. Some people will call table beers even lighter than session beers, like something sub, 4%, like 3 to 4%. But yeah, like I said, fairly dry, stouty base. And now that I'm thinking about it, I am getting like kind of like a caramel flavor. But it's not exactly like a super rich, bready, malty sensation like you would get like with like a Marshall Zukov or something like that. It's just kind of a standard American stouty base, just with a big, hop presence, citrus and pine. Not the best black IPA I've ever had, but I mean, considering that it's 9 months old and it's living up to all the specs. By the way, mouthfeel on this one, I'd probably put about medium, maybe a little like medium full, and then I was slightly creamy. Carbonation, same, probably about medium high. What does it say on here? For the mouthfeel, smooth, medium light to medium body, medium carbonation, light creaminess optional, light warmth optional. Most examples are standard strength. Strong examples can sometimes seem like big hoppy pours if made to extreme with surging ability. Alright, well, yeah, this is scoring pretty good. I like it. And a nice bonus of nice lacing on the glass here too. Always love that. I would not consider this a dessert beer. It is not like super sweet or anything, just because it's dark. But yeah, it's a nice black IPA. I wish they'd bring the style back. It's like a nice sipping beer. And like this is something that like pair really well with like anything. I mean, especially I think like red meat would be great with this. Maybe pork as a contrasting type pairing, but I think savory red meat would be the best. So as far as score on this one, I'm actually going to go a little high on this. I'm going to give this 4 1/4. I think if this thing was fresh, we'd be looking at, at least 4.5 to, full on perfect 5.0 beer. Maybe when it's coming off the canning line, it's 5.0. But unfortunately, with 9 months on it, I can't score it that high. So anyway, if you watch all the end, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys when I see you. All right, bye.